Hello and welcome to Royalty Princess Shaw. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so glad that you are here with me. I hope you are doing fine and well wherever you reside. Okay, in this video I want to talk about being single and going to church and, being around other married people and you being single and you may feel like you're the outcast or people at church may look at you weird or strange because you're single. Maybe due to your age or maybe just due to you as a person in general. I want to say try to make sure you stay focused on God. Don't pay attention to what people say at church. Try to make sure you're getting the teachings that you're being taught at church and taking them home and taking notes while you're at church and taking those notes home and studying them and praying over them and really seeking knowledge and wisdom on the subject matters. Oftentimes the devil will use people at church, unfortunately, to try to belittle new Christians that walk through the church doors, and the devil tried to put fear inside of you and try to crush you, because the best thing you can ever do in life is following God, right? So the devil's going to do all that he can to try to disturb you, distract you. He don't want you to make new friends, new connections in church. He don't want you to feast off of the word. He don't want you to learn the correct way. And the devil, he don't want you to do anything for God. So you have to understand what the Bible says about the enemy, and so that you won't be subject to the things that the devil will try to do to you in your life. So I want you to understand that that's one thing I want to talk about. Now, the next thing I want to talk about as far as being single is, not being thirsty. You know what I'm saying? It's different opposite sex at church. And, as humans, sometimes we just have a tendency to be like, this, and get in our flesh. But God don't want us to do that. He wants us to be respectful of ourselves, our minds, and our bodies. And He wants us to dress accordingly when we come to church, so that we won't be a stumbling block to the next person at church. And because you never know what a person is struggling with, maybe a person in particular is trying to change the way they dress, and then you come to church wearing a small mini skirt, so now they feel like it's cool the next Sunday to wear a small mini skirt, that type of thing. And then you have different people in church that compete. You want to watch out for people that are trying to compete with you and you don't know nothing about it. You're just there to serve the Lord. You're just trying to become a better person. You're just trying to be clean, so, you have to be aware of that. And then you have to be aware of other entities at church that will try you, you know what I'm saying? Might try to distract you, get your phone number, talk to you outside of church, different things like that. But really, they still have demons on themselves, so really they shouldn't be coming at you, trying to talk to you. But you try to be nice and you try to, be cool, be sociable. But at the end of the day, you need to stay focused on God, because that's how rumors get started. That's how gossip get going. And that's how people start giving you the side eye when you don't know that certain people in church is dealing with certain other people in church, and certain other people has an eye for you. So I want you to be aware of that. And if you're waiting on a good man, you know what I'm saying? Coming from a woman that's been with her husband 20 years, by the grace of God, which that's a whole nother testimony and story about my marriage and how God allowed me to become a wife. wait on the Lord, because he has a specific person for you out there. He don't want you rushing. He don't want you trying to allow other people to play matchmaker, or you dating on these social media sites, and and then the wrong things are happening and things of that sort. So be aware, be mindful, and be in prayer. And if you got to be single in this season, stand on that. If you got to be alone in this season, enjoy that time with God. You know what I'm saying? That's just a season. Seasons don't last forever. Okay, and new things do come in new seasons. So we have to be mindful of that and make sure that our hearts and minds stayed on the Lord. So to the next one. God bless you.